Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Don't need that today. So we're going to close that down. So now I do get ads. Hello. How you doing? Also ads? Do I not have... Pre-roll ads should be off. And check. Ads. I'm doing well. I'm a bit... I don't know what's happening, but I'm a bit sick. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hello, DK. Welcome in. A length. Okay. What's the motto today? What do you mean, motto? Didn't check the title? Oh. Today we're doing puzzle or challenge design. So, yeah. Okay. We should be good now. Okay. Right, let's just get into the game. We're gonna... I've already done a little bit of design. Oh, we're still loading in the world. Mostly because I've been working on some stuff behind the scenes. And today we're just gonna do some redstone wiring, figuring out some stuff. But basically, the challenge is gonna be very simple, right? People are gonna come in. One of these lights will be on, and they have to match. They have to match the lever, the button, the whatever, to the light. And then it's kind of this remembering kind of game, right? Where the more you play it, right? The more you play it, the more you're gonna know. Oh, if this lamp is on, it's probably that button right there, right? Or if this light is on, it's going to be this button right here. So that's what we're doing today. We're hooking all of these up. And then we're also going to add some challenges to it, right? So if they go to... So level 1, if they don't have a level yet, and they play it for the first time, it's just going to be that. It's just going to be, this light is on. I need to find the button or the lever that triggers it. Right. Now, if we add a challenge over here, for instance, level 2, which means 2 challenges are being added, we could do it so that there is no light on, so that they just have to figure out what button is going to finish the game without having the clue of the light being on. Or we could retract some of the platforms so that you kind of have to... If you want to get over there, you'll have to go all the way around, which is a lot harder to do. That's the plan for today. So yeah. What are we thinking about that? I think I've got, what, 6... 12, 18, and then 6 on those on either side, which is 12. Plenty of lights. I need to hook up. Okay, let's do that first. Let's make a randomizer. No coding yet. I can show you something. But I need to open my Intel AG. I've been working on... I've scrapped the the depot idea, because it just depots don't work in the way that other items work, so it's just hard to get all the data out of a depot. Or at least I couldn't figure it out. But I had remembered, what about observers, smart observers, right? So, oh, that's the wrong screen. I'm running it. Give me a second. I made an observer, a link observer, which is an observer that checks an inventory. So it could be a barrel, it could be a dropper, a hopper, whatever. Everything that has an inventory. And it takes the first item in that inventory, combines it with a filter, which I'm still working on. And those become the redstone link signals. Because the fact that smart observers also remember NBT data, so we can use the same item with a different name, and it would still work. Let me. Okay. So, let me. So this is the block. We still need to figure it out, right? We still need to kind of like need to get that to not be black, but for the most part, I feel like the design is very, very similar to, like, I don't know. It's a smart observer with a redstone link on top of it. Very simple. And then what I want to do right now, I'm still getting a bit, like, it's still a bit iffy on the selection squares, the filter squares, but I eventually want to have one over here and then one on the top, and that's it. Shuffle up block design, I'm working on it. I'm working on so many things at the same time. It's quite annoying. So if I now put this filter, look at that. And then if I remove the filter, is that cool? Now, the only thing that's stupid is I haven't gotten it to work with two different items. So if I do that and then put a redstone in here, I haven't figured that out yet. Somehow it just doesn't work, whereas it should work. Yeah, I know the filter's not rendering. I'm also still working on that. This is very much a work in progress. But it works fine if I use the same item twice. You can match the first item. I mean, it should be different. It should be different. Yeah. This I still need to figure out. Right, chest on the other side. On this side? Here? So it's only matching the frequency I set over here. Set secondary, set primary. These. Wait, what? I think now I need to check. Where did I do that? No, that's just the box. Hello, Kiko. Block entity, observer block. Okay. See, we're beginning. I mean, I was gonna do something else, but you know, things happen. No, this is already like powering stuff. No, I feel like it's in here. I feel like it's get top frequency, bottom set, bottom. And then a 10 streak. Nice. Nice. But where do I set the top? The power state link. Print the stacks to console or in game chat. How would I do that? I mean, I've done that before, but I deleted it. But where would I put that in? What? Or 106. And what do I type in? Print? No, not print. Can't be print. The new Samsung has built-in privacy. I don't know. I haven't seen the new. I haven't seen the new Samsung. In the top frequency too? Yeah, I know, but I don't know where I put the top frequency. I have a get top, but I don't have a set top. But it might be in here. No. Get top, get top. So it is reading the grass block, but it's not reading the redstone. Which is kind of weird. Okay, so why is it only looking for grass? Does it have to be a block? Can I try a log, for instance? No. Item stack only 1? Yeah. Not necessarily. I could do 6, I could do 1, I could do 64. It's reading them all. It's reading all of them, wherever I place them. Item stack can only have 1 item in function. Oh. Is that a thing? Defines stack for item. Okay, but what? I don't get what you're saying. I don't understand it. I don't understand what you're saying. You need to fetch item stacks from inventories. Yes. Isn't that what this is? Isn't that what that is? Okay. How would I do that then? So in the function, so here, right? No, here in this function, what do I do? The item stack function, but that's in here. Have one in mind too. This one? Should I just start a book? Yeah, just do one. Do that. Reading is good. Is it this one? Is this the one that I need to change? Okay. What are we changing? If bottom frequency is no, the bottom frequency is empty. Return item stack empty. Item stack is 1 equals bottom frequency. So set count 1. Set count, internal count, turn 1. What does set count do? Because at this point, it doesn't matter where you put it, it always reads it out, right? It's not just the first slot, it's every slot, but it's only grass. So what do we change? What in the Lord is item handler? That's inventory item handler. Okay, but where do I do that? Is it, do I just change this? No. Right? Welcome to coding. You need to relogic it. Okay. In English, please. When we're coding, when I'm doing this on stream, you have to talk to me as if I'm a 5-year-old. You can't just use fancy words, okay? This guy, this one, is kind of stupid. Right? You good? What do you mean with relogic? And how do I do it? Hello, Rachel. I'm trying to not look stupid, but it's not working. Can you scroll up a little bit? I can. Set bottom as well. Once my kids, I'm so done. You can keep him. I'm good. Also, did you see the news, chat? As of today, no, as of I think like 2 days ago, somebody used to come in chat and tell me that my little chat bar at the bottom was illegal, didn't comply with the Twitch TOS, because it combined both the YouTubes and the Twitches into one overlay. As of 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, whatever, that's no longer a problem. As of 2 days ago, or a little bit longer, I should look when when did that happen. Was that yesterday? No, could be. But February 24th. Yeah, 2 days ago. Da da da. 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 How dare they? I don't know. I don't know. One more thing. I got myself a Ninja Creamy. And I can't believe I didn't get one sooner. They're so good. I've been enjoying myself. Been enjoying myself making ice cream. Like every day now. I made a chocolate ice cream that is only, hold your horses, for an entire pint of ice cream. For an entire pint, it's only 250 calories. But it's also 60 grams of protein. And I added some oats in it as well to thicken it up a little bit, because I'm using skimmed milk, which doesn't really which doesn't really thicken up that well, or at least bind as ice cream. So I added in some oats. So I also have added fiber. So now I have a fiber-rich, high-protein ice cream that isn't, like, it's so good. Should I make the book play or based screamer or Discord? Do whatever you want, dude. Do what you want. I'm pretty sure you've already made a decision. Also, I've been making these. I don't know if I showed you this, but it's like a little bit of cardstock, right? And then like a couple of pages bound together. And it's such a cheap way of making like a little notebook that you can just put in your back pocket. And they're so handy. I've made like 12 of them, and they're in every bag I have. They're always in my back pocket. I make like my shopping lists. I have one that is entirely focused on being a book list. They're so cool, so handy. Maybe we'll do like a stream one day where we make more, because these are like easy to do, and you can do it with whatever you have at home. What's the data type of the variable bottom frequency above? Wait, what? What data variable do you need? Bottom frequency. Is it this one? Is that the one that you need? There you go. Maybe we'll do that soon, because I do want to make more of these. Right? I mean, sure. The block entity or the block itself? Which one do you need? Which one do you need? Both. I'll put them in your supporter, right? Yeah, I'll put them in supporter chat. Oh, come on. Open in Explorer. No. I won't DM. I don't really do DMs. They're in supporter general. Okay. While we wait, I am gonna get some work in, because otherwise it's just boring. Okay, so we are gonna make a. I do need to know how many lamps I have. So we have 24, no 12 on the sides. Also, I need to get rid of you, because otherwise it's just running the game twice. So 12, and then we have 12 on the bottom as well. So that's 24, and 6 is 30. So we'll make a 30. God. Imagine having a 30 block randomizer. Which is gonna take care of all of this. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Damn, this is gonna be way too long. How do I make that smaller? Do I just... I mean, that really depends on what the book... the book you want to make is. I don't really have any say in that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If you want to delete those files, I'll do that later. It's fine. Okay, and then we do tunnels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 10. Did you answer? Which numbers are between 5 and 8? It's a very childish joke. That's what is between 5 and 8. Why? Why? And if he'd answer like this, then why'd you ask? Okay, I don't need this to be fast, so what we could do is you to get a raise. I don't know. A brief comedic moment. Okay. I hope you had it. Okay, then I need to figure out the middle. Then I hope if I do this, so this one is not on, but I hope the other side is at least. Yes. Alright, so that's easy enough. You can easily fix this by doing this. What you making? A 30 item randomizer. Which looks crazy, but it's actually quite simple. It's actually quite simple. Also, I just realized that I probably... because I do need to get redstone links on these. So we might not want to do it this way. Because I want to have... close off, do you arrange them to close off the sides? No, as long as they... I mean, we could do it over here, sure. But as long as they have nowhere to go. Right? They're not gonna bother. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Which one? Why only 3 sides? Because they don't have a way to go. So if I do this, it opens up, you see? Yeah. Okay, so we want to get a thing in there so that if we know it's active or not. So what we could do This is gonna be so much more annoying than I thought it'd be, but hey, we'll get there. Okay, and then we grab a good old fat redstone comparator. And then a whole lot of these. Where are they? Good. And then these are all going to go to one of these lights. Alrighty. Okay, that's good. I'll set the filters to something distinct. There we go. And then we get a bunch of colored blocks. We'll start with all the wool. But I like to use colored blocks because that's a lot easier to see. Counted 2 force wooden shutter, tower, red roof, British building, etc. I mean, those are farms. We have factory buildings. We have woodland mansion, and we have the quiz right there. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da, bum, bum, bum. What's the building above you? The building above me is going to be part of the guild hall. You know the episode from yesterday where we built up the storage vault? It's basically going to be in that compound or in that little square kind of thing. It's one of the challenges. Oh, I already have that color. Okay, good. So now we get to do the same thing, but then on the receiving end. Nope, not the bell. This one near the end. Did I? No, got them all. Not all of them are as visible, but they are there. Such an underrated YouTuber, post much in quality content. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it. Dude, wireless redstone is one of the best things to have. Yes, you might not want to use it that much, but sometimes you just need to use it. It makes your build so much cleaner, so much easier to kind of structure, and not have to have this massive hole that's just redstone lines. To do this in vanilla, I would have to dig that down like thousands of blocks to have 30 snakes coming up. 30 redstone snakes. It would be possible though. But then I would also have to have an item randomizer that randomizes one item in 30 outputs, which is also pretty hard to do. Really hard to do. Okay, let's start here and go around. Like, it's not impossible to make a 30 block or a 30 output randomizer, but it's not gonna be this fast, that's for sure. Definitely not going to be this fast. How do you get your video IDs? I think about them really hard. And sometimes I don't have an idea and then I need to kind of do something that's still good and like kind of fill time almost. Which is not as exciting as it seems. Not as exciting as it seems. But then again, I have all these ideas that I want to do, but that I just don't have the time for. It is also a good thing to do. Here's a maybe not a good thing, but here's something I do. I have projects, I have multiple projects ongoing, and so if I ever need to fill time, I can always do, like, if I ever need to fill like half a video, I can always make another part of the town, right? I can also build another part of city. If I need to fill out a 30, or I need another video idea, then I can do this by expanding one of the farms. I can build a new farm for something that I'm short on. So not completing things fully is always good, because then you have something to fall back on when you're out of IDs. You're never gonna be, you're never like, there's no such thing as always having IDs. It's not a thing. Just not a thing. So you kind of have to just learn how to kind of just deal with it. It's weird to say, but that's what it is. You just have to kind of deal with it. I want to see if I can do this. Is it gonna randomize? No, because this one needs to be turning as well. That means that I also need a block right there and a block at the other end. Doesn't really matter what direction it goes. Okay, why? Oh, I know why. Yeah. Because I still need to lock this stuff up. Let's do... Why not trade in gold or brass instead of diamonds and just create? Because you can't make... you can't make it in the just create. That's another mod that adds that recipe, but it's not in base create, so we don't have that recipe within the create world. Within the just create world. And so diamonds are something that we can't produce, and we have to either mine for it or, you know, sell stuff to get diamonds. The moment you add a recipe to something, it's not viable to be a currency. Which, you know, sounds weird, but it's kind of just is how it goes. Print and use, but then anyone could print it. You see? Then it's not a viable option. Anyone could print it. Anyone can make a charcoal farm and turn it into diamonds. And then it doesn't really matter to sell it, you know? To use it as a currency. Because that defeats the purpose of it being a currency. It doesn't have any value if you can farm it. You know? Okay. So, that being said... There we go. So now, I should be able to put an item in here. Hit it with a button. And then we should see one of the lights on. Nice. Now, we have this. Another button on here. Is going to release that item. Only beauty abused it. I know, because we didn't want to make. Didn't want to make it. It was easier to just pay the guy. I don't know. I don't see the value of making a currency for something that is, you know. I don't see the value of having a currency if something is not, if it's something you can farm. Which is why in Luderia, people are not gonna have access to coins from the only reason I farm them in numismatics is because I'm using them as a game currency, not really as an in-world currency. So think of me as being the bank or the country that needs to print its currency, and then the players like Throwlash or anyone else that comes on as a player or a person, and they use the currency as currency to buy stuff. I know I could do this with a belt, but I want to avoid too many belts. Although, just one wouldn't be the worst, right? It wouldn't be the bad. Let's do belts. Let's do a belt. The water's gonna be slow, so. Belt. 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 That, and then we could potentially turn this guy and use that over here. We got stuff over here, and then we just need to get it back in there. Let's make it here. Nope. Here. To go here, there. Okay, and then that is going to be here. Okay, makes sense. There we go, and then that becomes that. So let's try this again. Put in one item, button. We get a light that is now on. Remember that light, it's that one, because now I'm going to randomize it. Now we're going to cycle it. Do that. Different light. Different light. Okay. So we do have 30 options. So let me... You know what I'm going to do? Just gonna do that. And oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see. Up is that. What did I use as filter? Legion V. Wait. True, but I remember. Yeah, he did. I mean, it's kind of his brand at this point. Legion is just kind of, you know, the Roman guy. Okay, let's try this out. Why are we not resetting? Because I kind of stupid. There we go. There we go. Let's hit. Did I make another stupid mistake? No. This should work. Huh. Strange. That might be a problem. I might have to put a delay on it. Okay, it's mostly the middle, which is kind of annoying. Come on, go outside the middle circle. It is random, but it's picking like the closest ones, I think. Does look like it. It's as if it's not doing anything except for the first 6 ones. Which is quite annoying. It's only doing the first 6 ones, which means that this system is not the viable option. How to solve this problem? um. How do we solve this problem? Because we want it to end up everywhere. Oh, wait, what? Do I need to set these all? These are all linked. No, they're not. Okay. Huh. What I'm gonna try is what happens if I first of all, what happens if I switch this around? Okay, get rid of all of this for now. Dude, if I need to set all of these to randomize, like manually. Oh, I think I know why it's... Oh. I think I know why it's acting up. And that's not... I don't like it. If this is actually the problem, this might not be the way to do it. But I feel like it might have something to do with the fact that that we're doing it the wrong direction, basically. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this now works. Yeah, now they're all linked up. Yeah, see, now we're at the far end, which is that light over there. Okay, not ideal, but it'll work. Not ideal, but it'll work. Um. Do that. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, I threw away my thingy. Okay, let's give it another try. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, now it's random. Good. So now that works. So when the game starts, we'll just fire one of those. Or trigger one of those, I should say. What time is it? My voice is actually struggling. Okay. Let's see. What's up next? Then, depending on what is going on here, right? We want this guy right here. We want it to set up a we wanted to set up a system that completes a circuit. How do you do that? Circuit is going to have one output, right? One output, and then it's going to take one of these buttons as an input, and we might as well try and make it vertical. And if I do that, oh wait, that's a good idea. So if I now do pistons, a regular old sticky piston. We would have to get rid of that, but that's fine. We can always power this another way. Do that. And then over here, we have this line. Which is going to have receivers on this end. A relay on the bottom. Which is going to power this block if it's extended. And that is then going to output to a door. So now we mirror this, but the other way around. Is this the best way of doing this? Probably not. Is it a way of doing it? Sure as hell is. This I'm gonna lower by a block because we can do that. So basically what's gonna happen now is if I finished the canned peas. Ooh, nice. If we select a block, you see we now have a completed signal here. And so if we then fire this block, it's going to continue and it's going to select this. But then if I fire this button, for instance, it's not going to do that. Capiche? Do we get it? And then from here on out, we just open a door. We'll have a door in here, in this little hallway. We'll set the door up here, and then we'll have the entrance here. So they'll enter from here. They'll be able to come back through here if they can't fit. No, you know what? No. They'll enter through here. They're stuck until they figure out what button is triggering, and then they can get out over here. Then the only thing we need to do is hook up 30 buttons. Which is something I you know, I wouldn't want to do, but I'm gonna have to. So the thing with buttons, the buttons are fine, right? Those are easy. First of all, we need to select which ones we want to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go above whatever I want to add more torches. So we'll add torch here, torch there. Parkour a little bit, yeah. It's mostly memory, just memorizing stuff. So I want this guy to be 1. This guy is 2. Keep count, chat. This one 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't do that one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 5 more, 26, 7, 8, 9. And then this one. So now we need to figure out where all the buttons are, because those are the easy ones. Those are the easy ones. So this is a button. This is a button. 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 I think that's all the buttons. Yes. Okay, so we'll do boom. So it's a childish joke. What is? What is? Oh, I was counting. That doesn't count. Okay, I think got them all except for the ones in here. Okay, let's set up our colors first. So we're gonna do the same color so we know which one is eventually ending up with the other one. There we go. And then we'll do them at random throughout the room. I want to have, within the room, I want to have as little pattern as possible. You. And then we'll put relayers up top while putting all of these in receiver mode. Okay, good. 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 And then I should be able to just come in here, have all of these set to a relayer. Okay, and then we have this one. And then we'll grab our color. We'll just go 1. Red. Okay. And that we have to do for all of these. But I could test it out now. But only if I have one that lands on. Let me see. You know what? I probably should just do this manually. Do the white one, which should be this one here, and we'll put a little bell just so I can hear it going off. Just so I can hear it go off. There you go. And then that should reset itself afterwards. Now, to do the other ones, it is going to be a little different. Because these are levers. These are binary. It's on, off, right? Same with these. These give you a redstone pulse. So how I would do it is you, and then the redstone thingy. What's your favorite coffee? I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee at all. Which I know sounds kind of weird, but I think that should work, right? No. I need a comparator or anything that gets powered or depowered. The problem is I don't have that much space, so these are gonna go all these are gonna go everywhere. What about dirty apple juice? What do you mean, a dirty apple juice? What does that mean? So now that should have turned on. Oh, I like it. I don't mind it. Okay, so that's gonna work. It does take a little more space than I wanted to, but hey, that's fine. Look like a Guinness one. I like a good Guinness, yeah. I like a Guinness. Nothing wrong with a Guinness. You know? There's nothing wrong with a Guinness. I need to get a better way of doing it. Which one did I end with? I think I got every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one did I not have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't get yellow, I think. Yes, didn't get yellow. What about whiskey? Oh, you can't see it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I've got 2 bottles downstairs. Okay, so that's this entire line, and we have blue, so I'm gonna get those in place. Sake? Okay. You got different types of sake. You got like the very dry ones, which are decent. But I'm not a wine kind of person. And I feel like sake has that wine dryness, which is just not my thing. But I've had sake, and it's not like I dislike it. It's not like I hate it. It just wouldn't be my first pick, you know. I wouldn't say brandy. Brandy is something completely different, I would say. Sake is more like a I mean, it's a rice wine. I think that says it all. In a way, it's similar to makgeolli, which is a Korean rice wine. But makgeolli is sweeter than most sakes that I've tried, at least. Bourbon. I like bourbon. Bourbon is whiskey. It's a type of whiskey. So I like bourbon. It's pretty good in a good cocktail, for instance. Jägermeister is the kind of drink I like it, but only in like. It's not something I would buy in the store to have at home. It's something I would drink when the company and the time is right, when I'm among the right people. And then moonshine. I don't think I've ever had moonshine, but moonshine's just a new make spirit, right? So in a way, it's not so different from like a gin or a vodka or whatever, but it's just, as far as I know, right, never had it, so I can't give you a definite on it. It would be a little more on the rough side of a new make spirit. No, I don't live in the USA. Don't live there. here. I'm not keeping track of where I put where. That way it's kind of a surprise for me as well. Are you Australian, British? No. I am European. Like I'm Belgian. So none of them. None of the above. There we go. This is the most exciting thing that we're going to be doing today, I think. That's pure sarcasm. You go there. Then let's put red. Let's put red right next to it. This is gonna make the building itself quite a bit larger, but I think we're okay with that. Also, I might be able to hide a lot of it. Feeling sleepy and I need to get internet tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. Get some good sleep. Won't be live tomorrow though. Maybe on Saturday. No, because I need to start recording. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to rush through my recordings. Which I really should stop doing. Okay, nearly there. What? 4 more to go after these, so 6 in total. And then we'll hook up a door. We'll hook up a door and see if we can play this game. Which one did I do? Did I do dark green? I did. Which one? Oh. And if I have this done, that is the bulk of this game. At that point, it's only like a little bit of logistics. So we should be good. Should be able to get this done. Okay. I'm missing one. Oh, I'm missing this one. And then the last one is this one over here. No, I do need to check. What did I... Purple. Okay. So that technically is all of them hooked up. And this will, let's see, door-wise, what are we doing door-wise? Let's just grab a different color wool. Just plug all these holes up. Dude, I don't know where things are. Right. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and then we'll just kind of continue this. We'll do some good old-fashioned pressure plates over here. Okay. And then we'll put a little bit of a pulse extender. Nothing too major, just like a couple of ticks, so it stays open a little bit. And then over here, we'll take this output. Set this to Let's keep that on 40 ticks. And then we'll take another output here with a little bit of a longer, no, not here. Let's do it over here. Little bit of a longer delay, 10 seconds, just to open up the gate. That, and then doesn't really matter, we'll do relay. Oh, and then this also needs to trigger this guy. So we'll do this. Chopper. Some glass. That. So now fire, good, and then this. Oh boy. This needs to then reset. Reset our guys over here. So this guy needs to be set to this. There we go. Okay, let's see if this now works. First of all, we'll reset it. The game, I mean. So. There you go. So we shouldn't have a light now. Good. We enter the game. Which doesn't do anything except for, did it fire? It did, okay. Just didn't do it over here. Why? Why? So it did go here, just didn't come out here. Huh. See if this now works. These are gear shift. Oh, these are clutches. That's why. Gear shift. Then I can get rid of this one again. And then I also need to replace this guy. Boom. 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 Okay, it's a little fast, but... And then we have a light, I genuinely have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. Oh god. Oh god. I'm also not good at parkour, which is like the worst combination. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh god. People are gonna hate me for this. I mean, it's doable. You're just gonna have to. It's gonna get better the more you play, because you're gonna have to. You're gonna like start remembering. Oh, if that light's on, it's gonna be that thing over there. You know? You know? And then it's hazard time, which, you know, is going to be us retracting some blocks. We are going to disable the clue, which is this system. So we're basically going to disable this guy from firing. What else? I should write them down. So, retract. Is that how you retract? Tract. Is that how you spell that? Yes. Tract blocks. No clue. I need a couple of hazards at least. I need like at least 4 or 5 per level. What else could we do? We could do this like a couple of times, but we want it to be possible, right? So we don't want to soft lock them. Like this jump always needs to be possible. Here, it doesn't really matter because you can get to there from both sides, I think. Although no, you can't really get to that one. So that jump is always gonna be there. Don't think you can reach it. Okay. I need a couple of. I need more. We could do like something with wind. We could have like fans in here that are just gonna blow you away. Fans. What's another hazard we could do? What's another hazard we could do? I don't want to do mobs because that's not what this puzzle is about. What I could do is combine this vault into one. I can't, not really, because I would have to redesign the entire system then. Let me try that real quick. If I do, I would need to raise the floor. That's still sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I hate that. I hate that it's uneven. Now what we could do, because that doesn't look good, so I want a different type of storage unit that does look good. Or we cover it with carpet, that's also a possibility. What other storage things do we have? What does vibrant folds give us? Oh, well, I mean, that's only... Okay, that's not gonna help us, really. We could do something like this. Which is a lot better. And maybe we can work that into the design of the floor. Not really, because this is all like redstone stuff. But that would mean that we can pull one of these from... Oh, this is horrible. I think I might have to raise, like, lower this one. Then we would have to, which is possible, we could just lower all of these. Yeah, we could lower this, but I'll do that off stream because that's pretty boring. I'll lower this so I can get a vault in here, plus some like more interesting stuff. There. Because if I can put all the modifiers into one vault, that just stacks 3 of them. That'd be useful. That'd be useful. That'd be very useful. What else? I have notes. Not really, can't really do that right now. Can't really do that right now. Okay. I think with the fact that my voice is not 100% and the fact that if I start the next phase of this project, I'll be here for another hour or two. I'm gonna call it right here. Thank you for being here, though. I appreciate it a lot. I'll see you all on Saturday. And we'll either work on this again or we'll do something else. That being said, thank you. Hope you have a good one, and I hope you have a good start of your weekend. Bye.